Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine at your home. Students, I am Jay Patel from Vasis Vidyalaya and I am going to teach you 10th standard physics. So students, let's continue with our lesson number 13, magnetic effects of electric current. Students, in my last video, I have taught two activities, activity number 13.1 and 13.2. Students, in this video I would like to continue with 13.3 activity. So what is the aim of this activity? So I would like to teach this 13.3 activity. Its aim is to show that magnetic field lines of the bar magnet can be drawn using compass needle. And students, in this video then I would like to discuss about these certain questions and answer based on this activity, and final I give some questions for homework that you have to write in your physics notebook. So students, this is our 13.3 activity. It is given in our textbook NCERT on page number 224 and 225. You can see this one, left hand side and right hand side. Here students, we have to draw the two diagrams for this particular activity. In last two activities, we have draw one diagram for the particular activity. Now students, you know that how to write this activity. So it means that you have to write the aim of the activity, which materials are required. You mention all the operators or material required for this particular activity. You draw the diagram. If one diagram is there, so you draw one diagram. If two diagrams are there, so you draw the two diagrams. Then you write the procedure, observation, and finally result. So this way we can continue with this 13.3 activity. So this is the aim of this activity, to show that the magnetic field lines of the bar magnet can be drawn using the compass needle. So let's we will go for second point, which materials are required for this activity. So a bar magnet, compass needle, sheet of white paper and drawing board and pins are required for doing this particular activity. Now students, this is the diagram of this activity. This is the first diagram. So you have to draw this diagram for the activity. Let's continue with, I will continue with the procedure for this activity. So first point of this activity, take a small compass and a bar magnet. So you have to take this particular all the apparatus. Second, place this magnet on the sheet of white paper fixed on the drawing board using some adhesive material. It means with the help of pins or stapler pin or drawing pins, you have to fix this white paper. Third step, that mark the boundary of this magnet. You have to draw or draw the line with the help of the pencil or pen. It means we have to make a boundary of this magnet so the magnet will not move. The next point, place the compass near the north pole of the magnet. We have to keep the compass near the north pole. The next point, fifth number, mark the position of two ends of the needle. So we have to mark the position of the needle of this particular compass. Then students, sixth number point, now move the needle to a new position such that its south pole occupies the position previously occupied by its north pole. Then 7, in this way proceed step by step till you reach the south pole of the magnet as shown is given in the figure. So these are the procedure we have to follow. So students, I will describe with this particular diagram. So we have to fix this magnet, we have to draw the boundary of the magnet, and we have to keep this compass nearby this north pole. So when we keep it nearby the north pole, you can see that south pole of that needle can be attracted by the north pole of the magnet. So nearby this north pole, it is attract the south pole, and students, we have to move this compass towards the south pole. So you can see that at the end of this south pole, compass needle north pole is nearby it. It means that north pole of the compass can be attracted by the south pole of the magnet. So this way we can draw the as many as line possible. So this is the first figure. then we can continue with our next step. Then join the points marked on the paper by the smooth curve. So figure B represent the field lines. So we have to repeat this activity so many times, and we have to join all these marks. Then next step, that repeat the above procedure and draw as many as line as you can. You will get a pattern as shown is given in the figure B. So this is the figure B. You can see this one. So here we will get this type of the pattern. And last point then of this activity, that these lines represent the magnetic field around the magnet. These are known as the magnetic field lines. So students, these are the magnetic field lines we can draw with the help of the compass. So you can see this one. And students, this is the diagram of given in our textbook. So field lines around the bar magnet. So this type of diagram you have to draw in this particular activity. So students, here you have to observe that. So in this second figure 13.5, so outside the magnet, it means curved line can be formed, and inside the magnet a straight line can be passed. Magnetic field lines are straight inside the magnet. So then we will move for the next step, result or our discussion. So there are two discussions. First one is that magnetic field is represented by the field lines which tell us the direction and strength of the field at the point inside the field. And second, the deflection of compass needle increase as it move towards the poles. This is because the magnetic field is stronger near the two poles and hence exert large force on the compass needle in such regions. And students, you can see it in the diagram also here, nearby the pole of the magnet, north pole and south pole. So here there is strong magnetic field lines are there. And students, here no two magnetic field lines are intersect with each other. Students, let discuss certain questions based on this activity. Okay, first question is that, is the magnetic field a vector quantity or scalar quantity? So students, answer of this question is that the magnetic field is a vector quantity. Now second question, point out the direction of magnetic field lines inside the magnet. So it means inside the magnet, in which direction the magnetic field lines are moving. So students, answer of this question is that the direction of the magnetic field lines inside the magnet is from south pole to the north pole. And let's discuss first third question. So third question is that, point out the direction of magnetic field lines outside the magnet. It means that outside the magnet, in which direction the magnetic field lines are moving. So students, answer of this question is that the direction of the magnetic field lines outside the magnet is from north pole to the south pole. So students, let's understand with the diagram. So you can see it here in this particular diagram. Inside the magnet it is moving south to north. It is very clear with this diagram. You can see it here. So south to north inside the magnet it is moving, and outside the magnet you can see that arrow, it is moving from north pole to the south poles, or north to south pole. So this way we can understand these particular two questions. And students, one questions will come like that. Next question number 4, two ways should be asked in the board exam. So the first way is that you have to explain that no two field lines are found to cross each other. Explain this particular answer or give reason. So you have to write in that way. If they did, it would mean that the point of intersection, the compass needle would point towards the two directions, which is not possible. So this is directly as given in our textbook. This way it should be asked, or it should be asked like second way, that way, that can two magnetic lines of force intersect? Justify your answer. So students, you have to write that answer. No, if two magnetic lines of force intersect, then there will be a two tangents and hence two direction of magnetic field at the point of intersection, and this is not possible. So this way you have to explain. I hope students you understand this particular activity, and at the end of this video I am giving you certain questions that you have to write in your notebook, and you have to write the answer of that particular question. So the first question is that in this activity which type of magnetic lines are formed outside the magnet. So you have to means tell that it should be circle, rectangle, or maybe you see the figure and answer of this particular question. On second question, in this activity which type of magnetic field lines are formed inside the magnet. So same way you have to mention in one words only for this particular two answers. And third question is that write this particular activity 13.3 in your notebook, and you have to draw the two diagrams. So students, you write all these three questions and answer in your physics notebook and understand this particular activity. So I hope you understand this one. Thank you very much.